In a school, there was a silent classroom, and a guy silently writing his maths exam, and while calculating the maths, his eraser he had in his hand suddenly slips, and it flies towards the girl that was sitting beside him, which then bounces on her table and straight up goes in between her legs. Seeing it, he got shocked. All of a sudden, everyone in the classroom hears a sound and suddenly gets startled. In the end, everyone goes silent. Even the teacher was silent. Meanwhile, she was intensely staring at her thighs. Noticing it, he started to blush, but then she reaches her hands in between thighs and slowly picks up the rubber. Seeing it, he started to blush, but she didn't realize anything and happily smiles while giving it back to him. Afterwards, she says it's safe, and because she didn't let it fall down on the floor. In the end, she even winks at him to say it cutely. Meanwhile, he thoughts to himself that Thighs-san was really cute that he got diabetes. Thighs-san, that's the name he gave her because she has that thighs. Guys, what will you name a girl if someone like this in your classroom? Drop it in the comments. But her real name is different, and they ended up sitting together after the second year. And Thighs-san is someone that stands in the top, but he is a mob character that is in the corner of the hierarchy. As a result, all he can do is to look at her from afar. Since he gave her the impure name, that just confirms he is not someone that is pure. So which he cannot have her even if he tries to. In the end, he decided to use his current situation and burn her thighs into his memory. Afterwards, he suddenly hears a sound, and it was Thighs-san doing a running race. Seeing it, he thoughts to himself that Thighs-san is also in the relay race. Afterwards, he notices her thighs and suddenly started to blush. In the end, he returns to his home and thoughts to himself that she probably won't like a guy like him sitting next to him, and then he placed that eraser in the secured base on his room. And goes on by wondering if she is boyfriend, only to erase that thoughts, and then at the next day, she suddenly calls him. Hearing his name from her, he got shocked and asks what she wants. But she goes on by asking him about his eraser because he has a new one, and goes on by saying if he throwed it out because she caught it with her thighs. He then gets shocked. Meanwhile, she shyly says it's kind of embarrassing for her if it's true. He then started to panic whether if he should say the truth about putting it in the display. Afterwards, he started to realize he can't lie to her. And he started to mutter by saying that he has a thighs fetish. So he decided to treasure that eraser, and he placed it in the display. Hearing it, she started to blush while processing the information. But he goes on by saying he now feels like turning into that eraser. But then she says that she actually have confidence with her thighs because she is also in the track. She then goes on by asking to him on how many points he give her, to which he quickly replies 300 million. In the end, she blushingly thinks it was little unexpected, and warns him before that she doesn't mean it in a bad way, and goes on by smiling like a creep, and says it in a whispery voice that he is fantasizing about girls' thighs in their class. In the end, she blushingly calls him so gross. Hearing it, he got knocked down since he liked it so much. Meanwhile, she gets happy by saying that she did it because she knows he would like it, while showing a peace sign. After returning home, he replays the words she said. While sitting in the toilet, he says that there is something wrong with him because he got happy after a girl insulted him and says it's almost making him look like he is a pervert.